OG told me that I had a chance, so then I popped out and did it again, and did it again, and did it again. I cannot respect them, where did he begin? Advice from the council, let nobody in. Been swearing through rumors, avoiding the trends, and I'm ducking the loony that come with the shows. I'm grateful to Mammon, he opened up doors. They bung on their tour bus to come and compose. I reach to the stars on my tippy toes. This greatest success where most fold. I tell you my past, that don't get old. But how could you ask? Like I don't be writing my raps. The critics got everyone tabbed. You gotta relax. The city where nobody sleeps. Just tap in and that's where I'm at.
On your top 5 tonight. On your what's the name tonight. On your shows ain't tonight. I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a hold on, y'all playing with me, man. I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking the social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a prophet. I answer to Metatron, Nick Gabrielle. Looking for a better me. I am a legacy. I come from the 70s. The Al Green offspring. To the melody, the big shot. Wrist on cryotherapy. Soon as I press that button, gotta get right like the emblem's coming. Us two when I like he ain't been through nothing. Day free. Got at least 1 B in the oven. I'm tripping. I'm triggering. My mental is amazing, brother. Pop off only on occasions, brother. Rich mama done made it, brother. Go figure, never caught cases, brother. Face it, brother. Gracious, brother. New flows coming. Be patient, brother. Show my then take you out of class like a multitask like Megan, brother. 2021 ain't taking no prisoner. Last year, y'all up all a listener. Who went platinum? I call that a visitor. Who the backing them? All been falsified. The facts mean this is a vaccine and the game need me to survive. The Elohim, the rebirth. Before you get to the Father, you gotta holler at me first. On top 5s. That album, that single, burn that hard drive.
It's week 14 of the NFL, and our focus is on Kyle Pitts. He's gonna be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Panthers and the Rams, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You played...
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. Fights him off. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Rams defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Carolina.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers' offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Stafford now to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Joey Slye out to kick off after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense and Puka Nacua ready to take over once more. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 73 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams are back within a score. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice.
And got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, LA. Jahan Dotson, 83 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers about ready to take over. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Got a man, that's Liggett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now 2nd and 5. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there 50 yards. And the Panthers are able to move back in front. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Pass complete there to Nakua. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Stafford.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
My, maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They go play action here on 1st down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 83 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Slide for the PAT.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Now Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the Panthers' 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To the air again, Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Panthers first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Now back to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Now Stafford. Quick slant, Dotson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second and 16. To throw is Stafford.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. It's complete to Williams. Oh, nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 11. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Mariota now. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So now Stafford and the Rams down by 6, a little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So now out is the Panther offense as he'll come in and go for the 2-point try. Following the interception here, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the 50, it's Stafford. This pass hauled in by Dotson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Stafford now to throw. That's complete. Jordan Whittington. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
A loss on the play brings up 4th and goal.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time.
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful...
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Talking so slowing us down.
Yes, them a look